Hey guys, Mr. Bowman here. Today's learning objective is in green and we are learning to calculate the probability of less than events using a binomial distribution. And the picture that kind of relates to today's theme is we're looking at the month of February. And in the month of February, on average, 20 days tend to be sunny, 5 days tend to be cloudy without rain, and there are sometimes 3 rainy days. And our context, we're looking at these numbers and we're going to try to estimate the probability of certain weather outcomes in future Februaries. So I guess the first step is we're looking at the probability of sunny days. So we're trying to calculate the probability of sunny days. And in this case, we always need to define success. So for us, that's a sunny day. And failure, well, that's not a sunny day. So not sunny. And that failure actually comprises of 2 groups added together. So the probability of sunny, well, that's 20 divided by 28. And the probability of not sunny, well, that's 8 over 28. And what we can do is we can use these numbers to calculate the probability of less than events for future February months. So the first question, this is a continuation of the previous video. I'll just change pen colors for this. Well, what's the probability of there being exactly 20 sunny days in a given month? So we're looking at the probability of exactly 20. In that case, X will be 20. The number of trials, that's the number of days in February, which is 28. And the probability of one of those days being sunny is 20 over 28. And if we put that in our graphics calculator using the BPD mode, we'll be able to find out the probability of there being exactly 20 days in February that are sunny. So just grabbing that now. So PPD, X is equal to 20, number of trials 28, probability 28, 20 divided by 28. So the probability of that, 0.1650, and that was rounded to 4dp. So just emphasizing this type of question, because this is an exact question. This is the type of question we looked at in the last video. We're now going to look at a new type of question. What is the probability of there being 20 or less sunny days in a given month or in a given February? So what we would normally do is we normally have to do our number line that goes all the way up to 19, 20, 21, 22, dot, dot, dot. And we need to circle the group that's relevant to us. So 20 or less, that is going to include 20. So we're going to circle that. So that's the range or the area that we're interested in. The highest value in that range is 20. So that means X will be 20. The number of trials, well, that's still 28 because there are 28 days in February. And the probability of a sunny day, that is unchanged. And if you notice, these calculator inputs are the exact same to the calculator inputs above. The only difference is we're going to now start using the BCD mode, where we're trying to accumulate the probability of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to 20 sunny days to come up with the probability of 20 or less sunny days in a given month. So if you need instructions on how to use the BCD mode of the graphics calculator, please watch that appropriate video. But BCD, I'm in there now, and the probability of that, 0.5711. And that was rounded to 4dp. So we can see a big difference in the calculations, and the only thing that was different between these two were the modes and the idea that we were accumulating all of the smaller numbers below 20 as well. So what we'll do is we'll quickly do 2 more questions. So let's say, what's the probability of maybe less than 10 sunny days? less than 10 sunny days. Okay, well, let's do a number line. So we can go 1, 2, 3. I'm going to skip all the way to 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, ... And we need to circle the range or the number of outcomes that we're interested in. So less than 10, the question is normally, do we include 10? Here we're looking at less than 10, which is 0 to 9. So we're not including 10 because 10 isn't less than 10, it's equal to 10. If the words were slightly different, we may include 10, but this time around, we are not. That means the highest value within that range is 9. The number of trials, well, that's still 28. And the probability, that's unchanged at 20 over 28. And we are still going to be using BCD mode because we're accumulating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to get our answer. So the probability of there being less than 10 sunny days in February. So X is now 9, number of trials is 28, and the probability 20 over 28. And so it's actually quite a small number, 0.00002, and that was rounded to 5 dp. So the odds of that happening, so remote. Okay, and the final question we're going to look at is we're actually going to switch to non-sunny days. Well, what's the probability of less than 10, and we're going to call them non-sunny days. So what we can do is we need to do our number line first. So we're going to start off with 0, 1, 2, all the way up to 10. And then we need to circle the range that we care about. So again, we've got the same language, less than 10. That doesn't include 10. It includes everything less than it. And we're just going to circle that 9. So in our case, X is equal to 9, the highest value within our range. In still 28 days in February, and the probability, this will change because we're now looking at non-sunny days, and that would be 8 over 28. And that means the probability of X being less than 10, just plug that into our calculator. 8 divided by 28, probability is 0.7405, and that was rounded to 4 dp. So what that means is about 3/4 of the time, 3/4 of every February, there will be 10 or less sunny days, and that makes sense. February is normally the better weather throughout a year, so we're happy with that outcome. Right, hopefully you found this video useful. Just a reminder, if you need to know how to use the PCD function of the graphics calculator, do try to find that video. I've also tried to remember to put it in the description below. Thanks for watching, guys.